Pokémon Legends Arceus has arrived on Nintendo Switch, and with it comes an entirely new Pokémon adventure in a way that we've never seen before. Pokémon Legends Arceus changes up the traditional Pokémon game format to try something new, and it works so well. Think of the game as Breath of the Wild meets Pokémon. It's the open world Pokémon game we've been waiting for, and thanks to my friends over at Nintendo, I got my hands on a copy of the game on launch day, and this past weekend I spent over 15 hours, almost 20 hours playing this game, and that's just insane. I've never done that with a game in such a short amount of time. I am hooked. Anyway, since this is a brand new Pokemon adventure and an origin story at that, there are many changes in this game, and there were things that I didn't know going in, like where Pokemon centers were, where my items in storage were going, how to teach my Pokemon new moves, and stuff like that. So I wanted to make this quick video to just help you be a little more prepared for your adventure in the Hisui region. So let's get right into it. First are Pokemon centers, or in this case, lack thereof. Where are they? Pokemon Legends Arceus is an origin story that takes place prior to the modern day Sinnoh that we're used to, so nothing is really built up, which is part of the reason why we're not used to this. To heal your Pokemon, you're gonna need to visit your base camp or home base in the village and take a rest. Base camps are what the Galaxy team set up throughout the game in order to create a quote-unquote home base to rest, heal your Pokemon, and so on. They're basically rest stops throughout your adventure, and they act as the Pokemon centers in this game. Next is item storage. Items work a bit differently here in Legends Arceus. Rather than filling up your bag with all your items like in previous games, you're actually limited on space here. When you fill up your satchel, items you find along the way will be sent to your item storage. This is one of the things I admittedly had to look up where it was because I was clueless. I just couldn't find it. The item storage is the chest in your base camp or near the exits in the village. The good news is that you can expand the storage of your satchel by chatting with the NPC at the bottom of the stairs in the commander's building. He's a bit of a scam after a while, to be honest, charging insane prices to add more slots to your satchel, but it's useful to have the extra storage space on the go. This way things don't actually get sent to that item box. The third tip I have here is Pokemon storage. Since there are no Pokemon centers here or PCs, your Pokemon are stored in the village pasture. You can either venture back to the village to grab a Pokemon you just caught, or head to your nearest base camp and speak with the guard who will let you see and retrieve the Pokemon from your pasture. The second method is definitely handy to have around, since you don't have to venture all the way back to the village just to get your Pokemon. The next thing to be prepared for is crafting. This piggybacks off of my second tip because crafting has a lot to do with item storage and is a pretty important part of Pokemon Legends Arceus. You can buy some basic items in the game, but most of the time you're gonna find yourself crafting Pokeballs, potions, revives, and all of the traditional items that you're used to in a Pokemon game. My tip here would be to make sure that you hit trees, rocks, and everything you can when you're out and about adventuring so you can stock up and craft items instead of spending precious money. Tip number 5 here are Pokemon moves. This is another major change to the Pokemon series that had me scratching my head a little bit. You know how in traditional games Pokemon level up, they learn new moves, and you get prompted if you want to teach them said new move or not. Well, that's not the case here. When your Pokemon levels up and learns a new move, it's a bit hidden. To find it and add it to your Pokemon's moveset, you're going to need to open up your Pokemon party, select the Pokemon, and then select change moves. Here you'll be able to pick and choose what you want your Pokemon's moveset to look like. You can either reteach your Pokemon moves that they've already learned throughout their levels, or teach them new ones as they level up. It's an interesting change to the series, and it's one that breaks from the tradition of using TMs and HMs. In my opinion, this format works very well, and I think it's a positive change for the series. And last but not least, here are Alpha Pokemon. Alpha Pokemon are big, strong, and scary Pokemon that wander around the Hisui region with big, bright eyes that can literally see through your soul. They remind me a lot of the ruthless Lionel encounters from Breath of the Wild. These Alpha Pokemon are high level and incredibly tough, so you're going to want to avoid them as much as possible early on in the game. Once your Pokemon are a decent level, you'll be able to take them on, weaken them, and capture them. Battling, though, isn't the only way to go about capturing these beasts. You also do have a chance to capture them by sneaking up behind the Alpha and throwing a Pokeball at it. It's a long shot, but with some berries and food, you might be able to pull off the upset of the century and capture them. Once you get the hang of capturing these Alphas, they aren't as big and scary as they seem. So there you have it, my friends, 6 essential tips for diving into Pokemon Legends Arceus. This game is full of fun new surprises, and this list is not even scratching the surface of all the changes made to the series. The good news is that most of these changes are for the better. While I do love the traditional format of Pokemon games and will always go back to play them, Legends Arceus just hits different. It feels fresh, new, and like a true major evolution to the Pokemon series. It's the open world Pokemon adventure that that we've been waiting for, and I seriously cannot wait to see where the games go from here. It's going to be interesting to see if the games move forward in this style or if they go back to their bread and butter. We'll see as time goes on, but as it stands, Legends Arceus is a major evolution in the Pokemon series, and if you haven't played it yet, you really have to do yourself a favor and hop on it. Anywho, that's about it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did and you liked what you saw, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button because it always helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to follow Raymond Strazdas on Twitter and Instagram for much more. Until the next one, I'll catch you guys later. Peace!